Hi, I wanted to come here and tell you about my experience on the mental health coaching and evidence-based therapies course, which I've done the last year, 2023 and 2024. And first of all, amazing experience. I've learned so much. I've met these incredible therapists, psychologists. Everything's just been an incredible experience. First of all, I decided to do this course because I just graduated from university with my undergrad, and I kind of knew what I wanted to do in the future. I wasn't really ready to do it yet, so that I want to do a doctorate in counseling psychology. I felt like I wasn't quite ready, and also I wanted to do something in between. I wanted to gain more experience. I wanted to learn more before I did that next step in my career. So then I found this course and I was like, this is incredible, because I was still able to work full time, because this course was, we did 1 hour on Mondays, every Monday. We did 1 hour of online sessions. So you could do those sessions from anywhere you are because it's online. And also it wasn't in a time where you would have work or you would have studies or anything else. Like, it was in the evening, not too late though. So it was just a good time to do that as well. And an hour is not too much. It's honestly really good, but it's enough to learn. Like, you'll definitely learn a lot in an hour. And then we also had these career guidance sessions every now and then, and those were really, really helpful as well, because you would talk about anything career related, what your next step is, how to get to those next steps. You would hear from other people's experiences, and whether that was kind of career guidance in what kind of direction you want to go in your career, what you want to study, work, anything like career related. It was very, very helpful. And I just feel like when I finished university, I knew what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure how to do what I wanted to do. You try to look online, but it was so helpful to actually talk to someone and for them to help you. So you didn't have to do like the work on your own by Googling and finding different kind of things. So it was so helpful. And we've also had a few assessments, which have been cool, because I feel like even those assessments, like, you learn so much more. We did these assessments on, everyone had their own area of interest, and you could choose your own area of interest, which was really nice. So you weren't just assigned some sort of topic. They gave us multiple different topics and you could choose yours. And you had topics from sleeping problems, eating disorders, addictions, trauma, really anything. So it was really, really helpful, and you were able to do your assignment from your own topic and really dive deep into the topic, which was really kind of interesting and helpful. And I feel like I learned so much, and I'm so much more prepared now as well. So that was amazing. Also, not too time consuming again, which was good, because you had your hour on Monday, then every now and then you had your career guidance sessions on a Thursday, and then you would, in your own time, do your assignment and do extra studies if you wanted to kind of learn more about the sessions or go through the material and stuff. You had that in your own time, but you could kind of put your own time together, which was really helpful if you are working on you're studying, or in general you have other things to do. So that was really, really helpful as well. And yeah, from the different topics that we learned, like the different sessions we did, I feel like I learned so much in this year. Like, honestly, I can't even explain it. I probably learned more this year than I learned the entire 3 years during my bachelor's degree, which is actually crazy. So we did really anything. We learned about so many different modalities that you can use in therapy. So many different mental health disorders, what modalities work with what mental health problems. And we started with like initial assessments, which I learned are so important to do before you even take anyone on. And kind of really go through the assessment, what questions you need to ask, what information is important to know before you take someone on as a therapist. And also for the therapist to do a risk assessment. We learned about risk assessments, which was also really helpful, because in the initial assessment you go through risk, but you really need to do a risk assessment to actually analyze the risk of that client you have, to know what kind of therapy you can give them, if it is the right service for them, anything like that. So it was really helpful, and also helpful to know kind of how to help them. And we did those assessments. We learned the basic counseling skills at the beginning, which are so important. You can't really work as a therapist or a psychologist without those counseling skills. So we had a few sessions on counseling skills, really helpful, learned a lot in those. And then we did loads of sessions in CBT. We did the basics of CBT, how CBT works, which I found really interesting. And then we also did CBT for these different kind of mental health problems like depression or anxiety or PTSD and stuff like that. So that was really helpful. We did DBT as well. We did mindfulness. We did EMDR. We did psychodynamic. So we did so many kind of different modalities, and then all these topics like addictions, trauma, eating disorders, panic disorders, anxiety, depression, ADHD, anything, you name it, and we learned about it. So that was really helpful. We also did a session on couples counseling, which I found really interesting, because it's quite interesting to see and learn how you work with two different people, and how important it is how you have such a neutral perspective on those two different, like with those two different people, and how you can really help couples in that as well. So yeah, it's just been an incredible experience, and honestly, it's worth every single penny. It's worth your time. You'll learn so much. If this is an industry you think you want to be in, you're not quite sure yet what you want to do, or you might be sure what you want to do, this is the right course for you, because you'll learn anything. And if you don't know what you're going to do, you'll definitely learn something from this course, because you'll kind of find your own area of interest. If you know what you want to do, then you can learn even more, which was really helpful. We also had sessions on how to get on a doctorate, like a counseling psychology doctorate, clinical psychology doctorate, and PhD, which was really helpful, because I think for a lot of people that is a step at some point in their career. So it was kind of helpful to also learn how to actually get on those courses. And yeah, just the psychologist and the therapist who did the session, everyone was so incredible and so helpful, and they had so much knowledge, and it kind of inspired me, because I was like, wow, I want to be like them one day. I want to be, and that really kind of showed me that I want to be working in this industry. I want to be able to help people. And yeah, I can't even explain how much I've learned and how incredible this experience has been. So I would definitely recommend it if anyone is thinking about doing it. Yeah, thank you. Bye.